kitchen sink.
It seems like it, yeah.
All right, I should have a button. Oh, I'm actually live. What the hell?
Oh, that is beautiful.
All right, I just told my streaming software to go, and hey, it's live. Where's this go live button in YouTube? Okay, I guess I'm live.
Yeah.
Let's double
You didn't
check
get the
YouTube.
ping from Discord saying, "Hey, you're live."
No, I was ignoring that.
Don't ignore pings in the future.
Chad, what is your channel name? It's
Random Squared.
And Bunny's over here just laughing her head off.
The look
Yeah,
on
I
his
was gonna
face
say, I
is
am
great. Here I
subscribed.
was making annoying noises.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
no
Right
reason.
now it says I'm looking at all of us.
Oh, my cheek.
Ooh, I've never been so happy. I have a mute button on my desktop. Yeah, I was laughing too hard.
Guess I can stop sharing my Farm Simulator game.
No.
I guess.
Okay, so let's go check out Twitch and make sure Bunny's up.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go live now, I guess.
Hi, hi, hi.
I
Okay,
guess the
going
new
live.
YouTube studio has forgone a go live button.
You're either live or offline. Pick.
Apparently.
My cheeks hurt.
Is that because you're doing an impression of a chipmunk or because you're laughing so hard?
My lightning.
Her leggings are too tight.
No, thank you. Is that because you're doing an impression of a chipmunk or because you're laughing so hard?
You're just jealous.
I'm sorry, I'm vegetarian. I don't eat humans.
He's just jealous because he can't sport those kind of leggings anymore.
No.
Tell
You do not want to see my pale ass in leggings.
All right,
Nobody
I'm
want to see that. I
checking
don't want to
the,
see that.
Hey, I got nice
Body
legs, but yeah,
levels.
you don't want to see that on me either.
They cover my legs though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, but I was gonna let them have it.
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm
yellow,
sorry, but-
yellow, and red.
Green.
And a little bit of blue, maybe some fuchsia.
No, I'm trying to make sure that the levels hit correct for everybody. Because the stream was a little
Okey-dokey
quiet
then.
on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Discord for a second so I can hear. You guys keep talking.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate the tech check.
Hello
Tech check.
Hi.
Jim, talk to us.
What do you want?
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, I'm seeing more of your posters in the background than I am of you, Jim.
Wow,
My
you've got
head's
like no
right
latency. You've got like you got it set for. It's about 1 second of delay right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
normally
that
it
means
takes
my
close to 30.
calibration was like great.
Ding. Actually, I'm kind
win.
of curious. What's that?
Hang on. I'm adjusting my camera.
Give him a second.
Jim's pen, Zoom camera. It's a cane.
Rivers adjusting
Oh my
his
God.
camera.
I have a $700 PDZ camera that I can't use for this until we're no longer doing stuff outside at church. Jim's like, I'll just buy a $10 cane.
Hey, it works.
All right.
Yeah, I think it was like $21 or $22. It seemed to work just fine.
Yeah, I got the
$700
I got-
camera you can't use.
because we're stuck
$20 cane.
because we're stuck outside at church again. I didn't want to take our expensive, well-mounted pan tilt cameras, so I bought the PDZ Pro, the Logitech PDZ Pro, because I figured that'd be a little bit more robust outside. And it's like, you know, I'm just waiting for the day we no longer have to do our stuff outside, so I can bring that thing home and put it right up there and have it like
I swear to God, that would be one of the few times I'd ever wanted to break into your system just so I could make that thing slowly tilt to the left while you're on camera.
Hey,
You're just like, oh,
Jareth.
wait, why isn't it going back?
Jareth Wayne. I hope I pronounced your name somewhat the way you
Hi,
like it.
Jareth. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if you guys saw that. I couldn't breathe for a little bit because Jim's trying to kill us through humor. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's great. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, my cheeks hurt even more now.
Okay, so where do I get lime? Where do I get lime for?
Well, check my stream real quick, would you?
Oh,
I don't
yours
know.
Was, yours was fine
getting
when I looked
cute?
at it. You want me to go look at it again?
Yeah, for the audio.
my cheeks. My cheeks hurt so bad. Okay.
Okay, let's mute bunnies.
Okay.
Mute. Let us find
mute
So
Judge.
here,
let's talk
mute
about
there.
Tom since he can't hear me.
Oh,
Oh, I
he
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh,
He can
oh,
hear you.
wait.
It's just delayed.
I can hear you,
Be
Buns.
delayed.
All
So
right,
how does the audio
volume
sound?
back up.
So we're still getting a little bit set up, but we're going to be talking about a few exciting things today.
Clean
One.
install of Windows here. That's why I'm doing it.
Okay, everybody talk to me. So let's start with the. Well, on Judd's it's.
Well, for me, it's
I'm trying to adjust
direct
things
from a
here so
microphone.
I don't have weirdness going on.
Recording is paused for you for some reason, Brad.
Yeah, I know, because the last thing I needed is something popping up on my alternate stream that is not appropriate.
Yeah, please don't get me banned.
there's
I don't really.
No,
care
in
at
this
all.
case, I'm trying to close applications because I
Oh,
have 15 applications open right now, and I don't know why.
I thought you were just
Yeah,
trying to
Bunny's
squeeze
fine.
into some leggings.
Hey,
Hey,
I don't have to squeeze into anything.
I wasn't talking
probably
about
can,
you. I was talking about the other guy.
Judd, you're gonna want to boost Jim's volume
So?
a little bit.
So,
Well, Jim is always quiet.
I don't know about always. You just got to get the right subject, and the volume just goes up.
Am I quiet again? Do I need to check the volume levels?
No, I got him fine.
okay.
Is it good? We were having microphone problems a couple days ago.
Now.
Yeah,
Well, no, it's
we
always you're quiet on my end. I don't know why.
Okay, so
Okay, now
real
I
quick
can see
for
everybody's
those watching.
streams.
Okay, so I got awesome leggings that match my favorite coffee mug.
Got dead people all over them.
I see dead people.
I fucking love them. And I don't wear leggings outside the house unless it's with a cute little dress. Because I am pretty sure I will be disowned if I do that. That and I'm terrified of like a wardrobe malfunction of any degree. So
I don't know. I've seen leggings survive some things that no human should ever be able to do.
yeah, let's just not go there.
Okay.
Let's not say we did. How's that?
Yeah,
I
because
don't know, it's not to say we didn't.
I've had bathing suits fail on me. We're not going there. Bathing suits that are not supposed to fail on people are just not cool. And not like
Yeah.
old bathing suits, like brand new. No.
For me, it's usually a pair of jeans that I go bend down to grab something and rip.
Yeah. I own two bathing suits. One that was a one piece that is like the homage to what the fuck was it called? Baywatch. The red bathing suits that they wore on Baywatch.
Oh,
and
nice.
then one that was from Hot Topic because I was a teenager and I had a rebellious thing and I wanted skulls. That I thought it was really cute, but it had a zipper down the front. And my sister just had kids. You know, this like baby number
I
2
know
was
where
on
this
the
is
way,
going.
and babies do this thing about grabbing everything.
Oh God.
So my niece, we were in public at a public swimming pool, and I mean, I'd had this bathing suit like 2 years, worn it like twice. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wear this, you know, whatever. I can't find my other bathing suit. We're rushing. Let's go. And she grabs that zipper like middle of the pool and
Rip.
pulls it right down. And the thing is, this zipper goes from like top of the chest to below the navel. I didn't have anything to brag about back then, but it was still, you know, mortifying. And like no one saw much because I knew as soon as she started giggling what was going to happen. You know, when little kids giggle, there's nothing good going on. They're little ill demented beings.
Ah, the little demons.
They are. My sister's kids are so much well behaved in the way of like they don't set fires and they don't break out of the house. They don't, you know, start the cars and drive them places.
What kind of sick-
I was an evil child, okay?
Okay, now I'm better.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just had to make a comment about something I'm looking at. You guys didn't need to hear it.
Okay, I thought you were talking about me.
No. Not
Okay,
talking about
cool.
you at all.
Cool.
Not unless
'Cause
your name is Diablo 3 Book of Tyrael.
Jed, are you having fun showing off the small little thing you have in your hand?
It's an old
random blue
5th gen
things?
iPod Nano. I actually bought it off of eBay, new in box. It really is new in box. The battery sucks though, and apparently it's a super pain in the ass to replace the battery.
Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that.
Well, yeah, it's glued
I
to
have
the
a different
PCB.
Oh no! To get to it, you have to pop the edge off here, pop the edge off the bottom, move some stuff around. You have to pop the camera out and undo it. Then you have to pop the glass off from the top. Then it can slide out.
I don't even. Wow, I completely forgot those things had cameras on them.
First and last one to have a camera.
So,
Gee, I wonder why.
Tom, do you want to show off your new man cave? I can't hear Tom because he still has himself muted.
Oh, I've been sitting here. No wonder you guys aren't responding to me. Okay.
No.
We thought you knew you were
So
you're
I
muted
still
already.
have some work to do. I've got another unit, a shelving unit that's going to go over there. But yeah, this is the man cave. The home theater system is at least the Apple TV is hooked up, and the Xbox is going to be hooked up shortly here. Got the 5.1 going on. I got 2 easy chairs for watching TV. One for me, one for the kiddo. That's all I need. Over here is my office area, which I'm not going to give you a tour of because I can't get the camera over there. That's actually my work area, so I can go in there and
So are you
the
telling
whole
us that
psychological. What's that?
are you telling us you work in a closet?
No, that's actually a small kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So I literally just reach
That's-
right here and
that's-
there's my cold drinks.
That's cool.
That's a full-on like mini rental unit.
And it is actually
Pretty
it was it's and this is my retro / ham desk over here. So you see I got a Commodore 64 demo running right now. My Altair, one of my Altair clones, my shortwave radio, my ham radio. So that's all. Yeah, I can do all my ham radio stuff from that desk. And then this desk here, where I'm working from, that's my nice rack. I really like this computer case. And as you can see, I've got
Everything.
a pair of 32s up there right now.
Wires and wires galore.
Lots of cables, and I left all the cables loose specifically because I know it would drive Bunny crazy.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
see, like I've even got like this, and this is the choice. This was an intentional choice. I got like my network cables and my stereo cables, like going
Are
across.
you
the
using
wall.
Cat 5 cable for stereo?
No, I did that once actually. No, that's my network. That's Cat 6. That's network.
Jareth says, "Wow, nice place."
And up there, I've got. If you look really closely, it's hard to tell, but I've got 3 PL259 barrel connectors. So those go up into the attic. So I can take my ham radio, connect up to those, connect another cable up in the attic, and go out through the hole in the side of the eave to go out to the antennas on the deck, which I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
that's nice. That's cool.
Panel. These are called panel blinds. That's a new thing that I found. I love them. They're not vertical blinds, so they're a little bit easier to manage. They just slide open, but they're great for a sliding window.
Nice.
Oh,
And let's see.
That looks like
Oh,
something my
oh,
cat
yeah.
would destroy.
Lamps are all on Philips Hue system. Alexa, turn off the living room.
a while.
And she proceeds to just go, maybe.
These are just a pair of Home Depot shop lights because I couldn't find the track lights I wanted. So I'm gonna have to order some track lights to put above this window for lighting my desk. And those are just on my power director, so
I
just
don't
turn that.
have any lights to surround myself with because I have migraine problems and light can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
You're
So-
Bunny. Speaking of cable management,
Hold on. Ah,
Dude, what?
That's kind of scary back there, man.
Well done, Judd. Well
I was
done.
expecting like digital
That's what-
Cthulhu to crawl out from there.
as bad as someone giving me something covered in glitter.
yeah, no glitter down there. Sorry.
I'm just gonna send you a picture of the back of my home receiver and just watch you cringe.
Yeah,
Go.
the one in the
This
living room.
camera, by the way, I pulled out 3 different webcams today before I finally found my stream. After using other webcams, I'm sold on the stream. I'm so glad I bought it now.
Nice.
This is the difference. Look at the difference in color between these two. So this is me. This is using my C920. I think it's, yeah, the C920, and this is the stream. The stream actually looks more natural, and it's a 4K sensor. So when this thing's all the way out, just look at how much, much better it looks.
Okay, so if anyone's wondering, this is actually how pale I am. No camera's gonna change it like it does for Tom.
Yeah, she's a vampire. We all know it. We all actually rotate feedings once a month, so we all go out and visit her, and
Oh my
she actually
goodness.
flies to us. She just turns into a bat and flies out here, and
Epos Vox,
You okay, buddy?
beginning of the month, did a video on the Sony ZV-1. Perfect for a blogging camera.
Oh my goodness.
what's that?
Epos Vox did the ZV-1.
What the hell, Final? Are you having a
Zulu
stroke?
Victor or Zulu Bravo?
Zulu
Because
Victor.
Zulu,
That's in
that's only-
response to.
Okay, try that
Chuck.
again, Jed, without everybody
The
else.
Sony Zulu Victor-1. He says it's
Zulu
probably the best
Victor-1.
blogging camera out there. They do 4K 30, and it's like this little tiny point and shoot.
What, how much for this piece of
That's
shit?
the summon for Cthulhu, by the way, buddy.
Okay, will that do live video? Will that do live webcam video, or is that just for taking video
Supposedly, there's software in the works by
on
Sony
memory card?
to use the USB port
Oh,
output.
Frack me with a
As a
sword. It's
camcorder.
$750 camera.
Well,
Yeah,
it'll use the USB port as a webcam. Though you could also use a capture card.
yeah. I'm gonna. Well, when I get my Logitech in here and hooked up, I think you'll like that one.
What are you laughing about, Jim?
We lost
I
Jim
had to
again.
flip
There he
off I had to flip off this website, so I had to kill my camera for a minute.
I was wondering why it went blank.
Speaking of people that I want to flip off, I found someone today that is more annoying than religious people that come to your door. And I'm not going to point any
Impossible.
particular region.
Does it start with an O?
Vegans.
Start with booties.
Oh.
Vegans.
Oh.
Vegans. So I'm leaving. We were at the bookstore, and
Karen.
I'm leaving the bookstore. My daughter really made me proud today. I'm just going to say this: she had $80. She went and bought $80 worth of books.
Ooh,
Quite
nice.
honestly, very impressive.
Yes, I'm very proud of my child. So we're leaving the bookstore, and I'm in the driveway, right? And I hear this beep 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 beep. It sounds like it's PE, right? It's the end of PE, and your teacher's whistling for you to come back from class to class. I'm like, what the heck is going on over there? And here comes this dude, this skinny hippie-looking dude, riding a 10-speed with a sign on his front and his back that says "Go vegan, go vegan, go vegan," blowing his whistle at me, riding on the wrong side of the freaking road on the sidewalk, blowing his whistle at me because I was in his way. And I rolled down the window. Hey, you're not supposed to be there. Get on the right side of the road. And he turns around and beeps his whistle at me a few
Tom.
more times.
Tom, we're right here. You don't have to start yelling.
I really can't believe that you find that anywhere near as annoying as people knocking
There
on
is-
your door.
Dude, there is. I have decided vegans are more annoying than JWs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, having gone to campus and had to deal with vegans harassing me on campus, yeah, they're more annoying than religious people. At
Only
least
person.
religious people, I can tell them to get off campus.
The only people more annoying than religious
How can they
proselytizers
annoy
are
you that much? You're a fucking vegetarian.
Because they make people like me have a bad name. Do you know how many chefs here vegan and want to stab someone?
Fuck, I hear vegan and I want to stab someone.
No, I have friends that are like, they're professional chefs. They have worked in culinary food and have degrees in culinary arts. And they hear I'm
And
vegetarian.
I
they're
guess
just
they
like,
can dispose of the body real well.
they have a place to dispose of the body. It's the
Mm,
compost.
amazing what
you have
you can
no
do.
idea how close that joke hits to one of my friends. She was a butcher and head of a steakhouse. She's like, I know how to strip a cow down from freshly dead to nothing left.
Mom,
She's like, I will make you disappear if you give me any crap about cooking meat.
You tell them.
I'm just like, whoa, no, I'm not one of the pretentious ones. If it comes between my life and the cow's life, I'm gonna have me some steak and a new leather jacket.
I'm just saying, if God did not want us to eat meat, He wouldn't have made it taste so good.
So, fun fact, I've actually had quite a few people that are like, oh, you have food allergies. You should go vegan. And it's like, I'm allergic to almost as many plants as I am to, like, other shit.
The
Can we
plants are what
not
I'm allergic
poison
to.
me? Let's just
Like,
not kill
vegan
me.
is not the solution to everything. Stop doing that.
Well, you
Yeah.
could get that. It's soy and cauliflower. Well, there's one problem. My bad. I'm allergic to cauliflower, by the way.
Wait,
I'm
you're
also
allergic?
allergic to
What the
seafood.
fuck is it?
Cauliflower?
Now,
I'm allergic to vegan.
I'm allergic to vegan. Isn't everybody allergic to vegan? That's why they're so annoying, by the way. It's
I'm
an
sorry, my
allergic-
response to most vegans is sushi is tasty, go away.
I can't have sushi either.
Ugh,
That's too bad.
Oh, you can have California sushi.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you
no,
can.
She can't.
I'm
we
allergic
had
to
this discussion.
seaweed.
Oh,
I'm allergic to oyster
I was
sauce.
gonna say California rolls. They have no fish in them. Oh well, there is seaweed. Okay, never mind.
No, they have imitation crab.
Yeah,
like,
they
depending
got
on
that.
which brand you buy.
Imitation crab,
has real
most
crab.
of it has. Yeah, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I had a friend try that in high school. It's imitation crab. What happens? EpiPens. That was great, wasn't it? Yeah. Did you enjoy your birthday at the hospital? Because that's where the party went, y'all.
That's
It's
where the
like,
party
yeah.
went, y'all.
Y'all.
Sorry, I went southern there. I apologize.
No, that's fantastic.
Why? That was
I lost.
perfect.
I lost my coup.
That was so perfect.
I feel like Moxie all of a sudden. She gets all fired up and that southern accent
Wait.
comes out.
You're not allergic to soy, right?
I'm not allergic to soy. I am allergic to carrageenan, which is the seaweed extract.
You know what? You could probably do a fantastic Moxie cosplay.
Probably.
I don't think that's the first time she's heard that.
Hey,
No,
I did do another cosplay of a very well-known character from the Venture Brothers who had a very well-endowed chest.
Dr. Mrs.
Yeah, we-
Monarch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about that.
That was during one of our other
You got, you
podcasts.
told me you got kicked out of the convention for being even more conservative than her outfit was.
No shit. I brought that shit from the navel to like right here.
It's like people are
Yeah,
haters gonna
like-
hate.
If you guys can't handle comic book characters, how about you not have a comic book convention? I mean, literally, that's just ridiculous.
No shit. Just imagine we have that issue at the anime convention. Welcome to the South.
I can hear the banjos playing.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, if I come to the South, I'm gonna bring one of those T-shirts with a speaker built in. I'm gonna have the banjo song stuck, ready to press a button to play. I will get my
Yeah.
ass kicked.
A friend
I was
It'll
of
gonna
be
say-
worth it.
And I was gonna say, and the next thing you'll hear is, "Boy, you got a real pretty mouth."
And my response to that is, yeah, I also got lockjaw. Hope you enjoy losing stuff.
I'm at it down here, baby.
a friend of mine in high school. He visited the South. He was doing some kind of
Yeah. They play it loudly.
Civil War hitting spots that were famous for the Civil War through the South, and they took a back road. Bad
Oh,
idea.
no.
And
Oh.
they ran out of gas, and they got out and they walked about a half mile, and there was this house, out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing, right off the road.
It's like the beginning
No.
and half the bad
Not-
movies I watched.
Yeah, right.
The only people that
exactly,
can get away
Jill,
with
that's what I
that,
was saying.
and that's if you're in a group. The only people that can get away with that is you have to make sure if you have like the tiniest looking female with you. And that's the only way people don't shoot you if you end up on their property.
No. She's the sacrifice. You
Anyways,
leave her behind, so the slasher takes her out, and the rest of you run like hell.
the guy came out and he had a t-shirt, white t-shirt, that had the rebel flag on it, and interspersed
Of course he did.
on the top and the bottom, above it and below it, you have your ex, I have mine. It's a white thing you wouldn't understand. I'm like,
Oh.
really? Okay.
Oh.
You can see how hard I'm cringing at that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
have your ex.
This-
I have
right
mine.
across.
This was
right
in the
across
early
street.
'90s. Malcolm X
Yeah.
was
Right.
real
That's,
big.
that's where I thought you were going with that. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
So this guy,
Oh.
this guy in the middle of the deep south, come out of his house, has this T-shirt on.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's real popular out by the still.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say this. If I drive 2 hours in the easterly direction,
Still
I'm-
in the swamp.
no, I leave the swamp. We go into the mountains where, all the KKK retirees are.
Ooh.
And also,
Well,
they put
there's some-
picture
there's some,
frames in the
there's
woods
some
of
good people out
Jesus is
there.
watching you. Also, they also have an all alt-right white radio station.
Oh,
Ugh.
I saw the picture of that, and I was just like,
all white radio station.
Alt-right.
Alt right. Oh, okay. Alt right.
yeah.
Yeah,
If I remember
no.
correctly, there was a somewhere. I think it was on Imgur. They had a picture of that, and literally the comment was like,
You can't be the daughter of the South. You don't support your heritage.
"No,
I'm
you
not
know your
disclosing
heritage."
any information, but do you know where you came from? Because I sure as hell know where I came from, and no. Just no. We're just gonna go with no.
I don't think there's
Anyways,
enough milk juice.
we're gonna move off this topic because it makes me cringe beyond a reasonable doubt.
Very
And it hits
cringy.
a little too fucking close to home, you guys. Damn.
Literally.
Yeah. Like, trust me, across the street, not only is there a Trump flag, there's a Nazi flag, and there's a rebel flag.
Oh wow! So you pretty
Wow.
much got all the racist bases covered. All the
You got a
racist bases
cupcake
covered.
flag? Is that what you said? A cupcake flag?
I want to
Sounds
do
about
that
Cupcake.
now. I want to make a flag with a giant cupcake on it and just
The
wave
fuck
that.
is a cupcake flag?
Well, this is Rancho Cucamonga. I forget. I think it was off a foothill. There was this old house that looked like that was had been converted into a store, but the upper floor was still somebody's living space. And always flying on the balcony over above was the Jolly Roger pirate flag. Every time I pass by,
I wish. I wish. So, Tom, how's your hope in humanity?
Oh, dude, my it's gone. It's my faith in humanity's just gone.
Still waiting for somebody to tell me what the hell a cupcake flag is.
Okay, I know
flag
I
with
listed
With a
flags.
cupcake on it.
I listed some flags, and none of them were the cupcake flag.
All
Okay,
those
I heard the
crazy.
Nazi. I heard the Nazi flag.
Trump.
Loser flag. I heard the rebel flag, the other loser
It's-
flag,
It's
and then I heard
it's
cupcake flag. What's the other?
I-
It is in honor of every time some crazy alt-righter calls people cupcakes because they don't like his crazy political views. I want to hang one of them flags on my patio out here just to be proud of my political views that are different than everybody who calls people cupcakes.
Okay, we'll see. Now it's not even funny.
So long as you also fly a cupcake, snowflake flag.
Now snowflake flag
that's-
is funny.
Snowflake, that's what I was thinking of, not the cup. You're right, it's a snowflake. I want to put a big ass snowflake.
On the bottom of it had these colors don't run. This ice
Yeah.
don't melt.
Okay, so Jeb says that he wants a cupcake flag because he just likes cupcakes.
That-
I
to be fair,
agree.
Cupcakes are good.
I'd go with that.
Every time somebody be like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, Snowflake, if you can't handle that kind of stuff, then maybe you don't belong out here where the big boys are."
My
Oh.
response is, I'll let you know when I see a big boy.
Hey, Jim.
Oh!
Jim. So the other night you were doing the whole Southern thing and making fun of the area where I live and stuff until I told you where I
I
was
never.
born. You did too. You did too. So
If
you
say
did that.
so.
Yeah. So he was poking fun at the South, which was great because there's a lot of people that
When
aren't
was
from
I
around.
poking fun at the South?
Tom, you were there.
Was I?
Dude, yeah, it was epic. I mean, you were in rare form.
You were on a roll.
You
I
really
don't
were.
even-
Until
I don't even
until-
remember. I should tape myself. Anybody record
Yeah,
it?
you're
I'd
like-
like to hear myself be funny.
No, no. So, the only thing that stopped you from ripping on me was the fact that I had to inform you that I was born in New York.
Yeah, you're like, that's right. She's like, I was born in New York,
Oh
Jim.
God!
You're like,
Born in New York and moved to the South. You're definitely moving up,
Okay,
the ranks there, baby.
Okay.
moving on up.
So my
To
dad,
East
my
Side.
dad's military, and he was an ammunition and explosives expert that got moved into the social platform, which means that he was training Army recruiters. So we ended up moving every 3 months from the day I turned 6 or so.
Huh.
Until we got to Arkansas. We moved to Arkansas to be close to my grandmother because my parents couldn't handle me.
Dude,
I was the nightmare.
you are quite a handful.
You're the
Hey,
nightmare.
back then I didn't talk. Tom just smiles.
I found myself wishing I had known you then, but I wouldn't have known
I
you.
would have scared the shit out of you.
You didn't talk.
Why wouldn't you talk?
I was.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to
autistic.
picture Bunny being quiet.
I'm
Yeah, I
autistic,
mean-
and I was nonverbal until I was almost 10. And I was really creepy because I just stayed awake all the time and watched my parents. Also, my mom locked the vacuum cleaner away from me.
Were you like that picture of the little girl
you
with the
lock the
smiling
knives
face
away?
in front of the house on fire?
Only
No,
when I was
hey,
setting fire.
And why did she have to hide the vacuum cleaner from you?
Was she
Because
afraid you're gonna clean in the middle of the night?
Yes. Actually, yes. That was a big fear. I didn't sleep.
Wow, that joke just went through.
I should show you guys all of my like cleaning equipment that I've gotten as gifts over the years, and one of them is a Shark vacuum. And that was a legit Christmas gift that I was thrilled to get. I was so fucking happy. It's unbelievable.
Well, you
Okay.
saw that. You saw that note.
I don't know
you
how to
saw that note
respond.
I also have a handheld steam cleaner, a floor steam cleaner. I got a tile scrubber, and then I've got a tile scrubber and floor cleaner / squeegee. My house is
we need
fucking
one of those
clean.
steam cleaners.
Have you
What?
considered opening a business cleaning other people's nastiness?
No, because my allergies.
You'd be in a naughty suit so you don't touch anything.
You'd be in a naughty
Bunny in
suit.
a
Is that what
bunny
you said?
suit.
Sorry,
Bunny
it's
in
called a
bunny suit.
bunny suit.
I don't
is
want to
what
wear a
it's called here.
hazmat suit. No. No hazmat
I've been
suits.
reading too much UK police fiction, so for some reason it registers
Yeah.
as naughty suit.
You know, my sister. Okay, so my mom always compared me to the girl from The Ring as a child because I had black eyes and black hair. So
Okay.
my hair is light and some. My mom was terrified of that girl. So I didn't talk to her. I wasn't affectionate. I just stared. I didn't have proper emotions. I didn't smile, and I creeped
Oh.
the hell out of my mother.
Wednesday Adams.
Yeah.
God, we watched the Addams Family last week on my family's weekly video.
I will fully admit to having a
I-
huge crush on that chick girl.
And dude, oh yeah, dude, she's fantastic. I love her so much.
She's adorable, but
but
kids
what
like
she
that
did
creep the fuck out of my mother.
Wednesday was so amazing. I mean, it's just like,
Are the Girl Scouts
It was
made of
like-
real Girl Scouts?
I mean, she didn't do much in the movie, right? but just every time she was on the screen, it was just so epic.
Oh, have you
was-
watched the new animated Addams Family?
Adam's Family.
No.
I've seen some of it. It's pretty good.
It's on my server.
Is it on Netflix yet?
It's on Blu-ray. I bought the Blu-ray. Kind of like, oh yeah, well, I didn't know it was out, so I bought it. Almost kind of regret it. I stopped halfway through because I saw where it was going, and tired plotline is tired plotline. No, thank you.
Can we go back to the original Adam Family, please? Like
It
the
was
original
suppo-
TV series.
Oh,
Like, don't get me wrong. I love the
Oh.
original duology of the Addams Family. Then they had to make that third movie, and it's just like,
Well, at least they got the original father in on that. Not playing
yeah,
as
but I mean,
himself. but-
Raul. What was it? Raul Julia.
or Raul Julia.
What are you guys
He
posting?
nailed his character. It was perfect.
You're an
was-
animal. You frightened me. Do it
It
again.
was like everything about that movie was like epic casting. Like,
Oh,
Oh,
dude, and
so
Christopher
perfect.
Lloyd.
oh god,
My kid did
yes.
not recognize. He was so perfect in Fester, but my kid did not, and she loves Back to the Future, by the way. She did not recognize Christopher Lloyd until I finally said, "Imagine him with crazy white hair in 1955," and she's like, "Wait,
I'm still amazed my parents let me watch that movie when I was like 10. That movie is pretty dark.
it is," but it's like it's comic-y. It's comical. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing in that movie that's really like offensive. You know, like a
No,
lot of movies
no.
now. I mean, if they were
Okay,
to make
so
the
we
Addams
should
Family
talk
right now,
about a subject that we've mentioned that we will be talking about tonight.
Cricket.
Wait, you actually want to follow our agenda?
Yeah, just a little bit.
thought- I thought this was like the no agenda show. It was like, what agenda?
I don't know. Daryl Hannah as Morticia Adams. I can kind of understand Tim Curry as Gomez,
I
but
love how he's still on the tangent.
Tim Curry. No, I love Tim Curry, but I don't see him as a Gomez.
he was in
He's
Adams
completely
Family
wrong for the
Reunion, the
part.
1998 direct-to-video. That's why I was direct-to-video.
No, he's just wrong for that.
Anyway, Bunny,
I mean-
what's the topic? Because I know you're
Okay.
gonna start haranguing us.
I'm gonna get shit for this. Okay, the next topic, the first topic of the night is Star Trek Lower Decks.
Ugh.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Wasn't that
Star Trek, where no cartoon has gone before.
Wait,
Okay.
There's the original series cartoon.
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
but it's not
I know.
adult oriented.
But it wasn't. It also wasn't funny, and it wasn't trying to be funny.
Yeah, this is an attempt at comedy. And I say attempt because it's at a certain audience. And I think I am the only one of that category. Because, number one, it gives us, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get shit for this, I'm sure. It gives us some very strong female characters that are so fucking sassy.
I'm not gonna disagree
Okay,
with
they
that.
are
I should-
sassy.
I should find out if my child wants to do a guest spot. Hang on a minute.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's bringing kids into my live stream, guys. What do I do?
And you're all doomed.
Tom, come back. This is
No.
an 18 and up show. I've been drinking alcohol for fuck's sake.
Don't say that on Twitch, damn it.
I'm allowed to drink, just not to excess. Okay.
I thought the mentioning of alcohol was under the new rules was like no.
No, that's YouTube.
Well, you're
Um,
SOL.
I'm SOL.
Sorry. No one snitch, please.
Well,
I think as long as we don't mention human malware, they don't care.
Don't mention it then.
Well, that's why I said human malware.
I got nobody
That's-
watching, so
That's the term
I
that
know.
they don't seem to care about.
My child is camera shy.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But
she
he
could
was
come
kind of
in
like-
with the green blanket and you could grease her out. She's invisible.
Damn it.
If you're gonna do that, you can just say she's here now.
Yeah, that's right. like a vampire, she does not show up on cameras.
She has her own Discord. She can technically come in off camera. Since
She
I'm an
didn't wanna- she didn't
ATM
wanna do it.
upstream.
That's true. I'm sorry. So, you sassy females. By the way, I do like the sassiness of.
All right.
Okay, yeah, and I adore it because at first it's like, okay, the very first 5 minutes, I paused and I went and took a shower. I'm just like, you know what? This can wait. It was the first bit of the first episode was painful to watch
Cringe.
because it's like they're trying way too hard.
They were trying too hard. Yeah, with the captain's log.
Yeah,
Just
and the
first
thing is-
episode, guys, let them work the
Yeah,
bugs out
yeah.
before you hate them.
I'm not gonna hate him. I'm not gonna hate him because I'm actually excited to see more.
Yeah, I'm interested to see more of it, but honestly, the jokes for me just fell flat. The second episode, the Klingon bit, that I smiled a
That
little
was
bit.
kind of funny. That was
That
kind of
I,
funny.
that
Okay.
I smiled a little bit at.
Him
That's
almost
it.
getting eggs laid in his throat.
Okay.
Ah!
Here's the thing. I liked their little exploits on the planet. I thought most of that was amusing. What I didn't like that they went too far. I thought with the Klingon.
Yeah, that he's just like a fallen down drunk.
Well, it's just that the condition of the shuttle. You know, when what's her face was in there, Meridian was in there eating her noodles, and it was just like. I understand this is supposed to be a cartoon with all of the everything that a cartoon implies, but it still ticked me off because that's just. It's like they're going out of their way to make her slovenly and rude and nasty, and I just
Not
that
ladylike.
kind of comedy doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I could get that.
I
And
like
she's not
the-
gonna be for everyone.
Yeah, it's just that the Rick and Morty doesn't appeal to me, and I liked the story. I liked the writing. I liked, to some degree, I like the characterization when they're not being funny. My favorite moments is when they stop being funny and they actually tell a story. And not to spoil anything, but the ending was brilliant.
It was cute.
It was, and it was quite frankly, anybody who's watched enough fiction saw that last minute coming a mile away.
Which one? The first episode
the
or
very
the second
last
episode?
scene.
Second.
The second episode, the very last scene. I'm trying to do this without spoilers.
Yeah.
But
Cutie, cutie,
at the same
such
time,
a
at
romantic.
the same time, I thought that encounter near the end, we finally got to see some Boimler, whatever it is, put his book learning to use, and oh God, I don't know. Like I said, I think the show is
It
good
has
when they
potential.
stop being funny. Everything they did with the cyborg dude was brilliant. With
Yeah,
him
I
and the
actually like
Andorian
that.
girl, that B plot was perfect. More of that, please.
One of the
Less of the drunken Klingon crapping on his own batleth.
one of the commenters for one of the videos that actually was gushing about the thing was get rid of the A plot. The B plot's the better part.
Well, and that's literally what. And I'm gonna the guy that he was on Will Wheaton's show. I can't remember the guy's name right now. He literally said what this show is take the Next Generation. Next Generation always had an A plot and a B plot, right? You had the ship was in danger from the giant space whale that's trying to suckle the Enterprise's nipple. At the same time, Data is on the holodeck trying to learn how to tell jokes from a computer-generated comedian. Well, that's the B plot, right? That's what Lower Decks is. And he literally said, he said, by the way, there's another show going on over here on the bridge. Only we don't get to see that show. All we're seeing is the half-hour B plot of a Next Generation episode. And that's brilliant. It's you guys and I and Anna were trying to do something like that a couple of years ago. And remember that we were trying to do a fan show, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. Is we wanted to do like the lower not lower
I
decks.
still have a
specifically, but we
Twitter
wanted to do
Lieutenant
like that.
Commander Jed Sandage account.
Yeah, and I still have my account too.
Haven't touched it since we did all that stuff.
So what you're saying is Sandage is still hanging out there outside the deck in his pressure suit trying to get the deflector dish to work?
Yeah.
Is Anna the one that O scared away?
No, actually, what happened, and I might
love
be
how
talking
you're
out of
covering
turn.
your mouth.
I might be talking out of turn, so I'm not going to use any names. Everybody that was here at the time knows who these people are, so we'll just go with that. Another guy that was part of the social circle for a little while. He met her actually in college, and they did they started hanging out, and she liked to drink, and she liked to drink too much. And I'm not saying too much for me. I'm saying just too much, period. And he was into her, but she was not into him. So as you may have already figured out from that conversation, that little bit of conversation, they got drunk enough one night that they, what's the word that Sheldon always uses?
Coitus.
They coited. Yes, they engaged in coitus. And then afterward, the next day, she was telling a friend of hers how she sort of remembered and kind of came to halfway through coitus happening. And her friend of hers convinced her that she had been raped.
Oh.
And so she then called the police, and this guy was arrested at work. I mean, literally, 2 police officers walked into his work, asked for him,
Wow.
and took him away in the back of a cruiser. Now, the DA decided there wasn't enough evidence of wrongdoing to prosecute him, because my theory on rape is if both people are drunk, you can hardly call it rape because neither one is willing to give consent. So either neither one was raped or they were both raped. And I guess the DA agreed with that one.
Yeah, it's really hard to prove in a case like that. But
Yeah, and
good
so
grief.
the thing is I'm stuck in the middle of this because they're both my friend, right? And she basically said, I don't want to stand between you and this guy. I'm just, you can still hang out with him if you want. I'm like, I can't,
I
because
don't
the
blame
mere
her.
fact that he's been accused of this now means that I can't hang out with him. I had a 9-year-old daughter.
Right?
I can't have him coming around all the time. I can't have, it's like, I like this guy, and I don't think, it's like whatever they did, it's like, but the issue being that's what happened there is there was
That's
a
intense.
it sucks. It sucks because I lost
to
2 friends
change-
that day. And
Yeah. To change topics real fucking quick. So
Yeah.
Jim, what did you think of Lower Decks?
I thought it was okay. I'm looking forward to seeing some more. I don't really have the hate everybody else has for it.
I don't have hate.
have
It's
hate
just
for it.
there's a lot of jokes.
and
that
like I said, I don't
do nothing,
hate it. I
and
just
it's a little cringy.
I am glad that someone else in the group doesn't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I enjoyed it. I just didn't like the comedy. I enjoy the
Yeah,
plot.
I
I
mean-
enjoyed the characters.
Well, the
but
thing of it is try to remember the first season of every successful animated show you've seen. For most of them, the first 5 or 6 episodes were not all that great. Go back and
Oh,
look
yeah.
at The Simpsons the first year.
The
They
entire
weren't
first
all
2
that great.
seasons of The Simpsons were kind of
You know,
questionable.
And
And
I
The
mean,
Simpsons
if you go that
was
far,
rough,
talk,
yeah.
look at the first season of most of the Star Trek shows that are out there. I'm going to give it a chance. I think it might turn into something.
And you cannot judge any television show by its pilot, which is ironic because that's the whole point of a pilot. Because what they do is they film the pilot, they focus group it, then they change the things that people don't like, and then they make a second episode. Very rarely does it not happen in that order. Babylon 5 did not happen in that order. Babylon 5's pilot was actually like the 5th episode they made, and they did that on purpose because they didn't want the pilot syndrome going on. Yeah, I agree with Jim. I enjoy the show, and I'm going to watch every episode. Discovery comes on in October. We're gonna get Lower Decks all the way up to Discovery, and then we're gonna start watching Discovery. And I'm gonna enjoy it. But like I said, I knew going in that it was Rick and Morty humor, and I don't like humor. I don't like that kind of humor. And again, all I've watched of Rick and Morty is the pilot, so maybe it's again not fair to say, but in the pilot, here is this guy driving his interdimensional spaceship whilst drunk and puking. That just doesn't appeal to me at all.
That is fair.
Brad.
I had to approach it with a critical eye because I am a fan. I love Rick and Morty. It's stupid, old school, like Ren and Stimpy comedy, but it has a huge sci-fi vibe to it that I dig. But having like Rick and Morty meet Star Trek was something I was anticipating either hating or loving, and so I decided to approach it with a critical eye so that I judge it fairly and no prejudice.
Hey, Shadow, thank you for the subscription.
And I'll say this: I laughed pretty damn hard at some of the jokes. Some of them were just like, especially the captain's log scene. I was laughing so hard at that because I'm like, yep. I would totally see that happening in Star Trek. Just someone being overzealous and getting called on it. Just, I would actually.
I
see
love
that
how
happening.
she has like that big sister I'm picking on you vibe.
Yeah.
That is so cute. It's adorable. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah.
And then she's so sassy. She's so,
well,
standing on her own 2 feet type shit.
So,
I mean,
are we going
I've-
to talk? Are we going to talk about how neither one of her parents pay attention to her, and that's why she's acting out and trying to get in trouble?
She's your problem. No, she's your problem. She's
Yeah,
your daughter
exactly.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I managed to get halfway through it, and what I said earlier before we started the podcast is I only managed to get halfway through it. And it's because I actually had to pause because sometimes I had to stop and think about what just happened. And other times I was too busy laughing my ass off to pay attention to the dialogue, so I had to pause. Like, it's both really good and really bad. I'm not gonna say it's a bad series, and I haven't seen episode 2. And like Jim said, sometimes it takes a little while for a show to find its groove and take off. But so far,
Jim.
I've laughed pretty damn hard.
Ah!
Jim, what are you
What?
playing?
Diablo 3.
What else would he be playing?
I just see
Oh,
him sitting there and like
uh,
his lip is slowly disappearing more and more as he's sitting there.
Yeah, they're doing double bounties until the end of the season, so
Correct.
he's probably stocking up on materials.
So I guess I know what I'm doing after podcast. I'm gonna go play some Diablo.
Yeah,
They're-
I thought
Okay.
I thought we'd get a boat. I thought we'd get a boat with four people and do some Sea of Thieves,
No.
because I'm sure Bunny doesn't get seasick.
No. I played the Sea of Thieves beta or whatever when it came out.
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I'll play Ark on a private server, but not Sea of Thieves, please. No.
What sucks is the version of Arc that I have access to is the Microsoft Store version, which
Ooh.
I can only
Oh.
cross-play with Xbox. That's it.
You can't even. Yeah, you can't even join non-Microsoft Store servers.
Yeah. So Steam version, can't cross-play with it, which sucks.
That's so annoying.
That's one of the stupidest things I've heard. That's the same thing Microsoft did with Minecraft. It's like, hey, we've got Minecraft Bedrock Edition. By the way, it doesn't talk to the Java version. It's like,
Well, but to be fair, it's different code. It's
It's
different. It's got different stuff. I mean, there's no way you could have those two talk to each other because they're not even the same game.
they're
By the way, Jim's just here for appearances.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know.
Absolutely
Let's get
nothing.
Jim's review of the current season of Diablo.
Well, what do you think about Minecraft, Jim? I mean, tell us what.
You know that I fucking hate Minecraft. What the hell's the matter with you? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's boring as hell.
I'm
is
gonna
probably-
grab my hammer and go have a good time.
Now he's never actually played it, so
He just saw the video of someone punching wood
I think-
against wood.
I think I played it for
Lost
about 10 minutes and I just went, nah, I don't think so.
So I probably shouldn't mention the fact that I somewhere have a server that's been running for like 10 years and has a world I've slowly built.
really,
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no,
Ah.
I played Minecraft back when it was just a beta experience and it
Hey.
was free for anyone.
And I really like idle games, and most people think they're stupid. It's whatever floats your boat. It just is not my bag.
That is okay. Jim doesn't have to like Minecraft. That is okay.
No, that's perfectly all right. I know a lot of people that call it something that I'm not going to repeat because it's offensive to me.
That's fine.
I don't think you're going to go to hell for liking it or anything. It's just not for me.
Mind
No,
crack?
that's fair. Just
Okay,
like
so what is your review of this season of Diablo 3?
Are you having trouble there, Pumpkin?
Yes, I'm having trouble with this.
You're on camera. Ah!
Hi.
Shit, it's dark. What the hell?
Hi.
No.
no.
Just like,
You're just like,
So
Setting
she's
up
like,
those
"You're on
crazy
camera now."
olds.
just a bunch of
Smile, you're on Canada camera.
wow, old people.
Yeah, that's probably what they're thinking too.
Bunch of old people playing weird things.
he's playing Farming Simulator still.
Yeah, no, back on topic though. I actually really liked Lower Decks. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to where it's going to go.
Yes.
Because so far from what I've watched, it's like it looks like you're trying to be a little too Star Trek, at the same time trying to not be Star Trek. It's like pick a
The
side.
thing
which-
is, it's the background characters. It is 100% like the people that didn't get to say a damn fucking word during anything. Star
so
Trek
basically,
related.
it's Red
that showed
Shirts, the
up.
TV show.
Well,
There is an episode of The Next Generation called Lower Decks.
Yeah.
don't
This
forget,
is
there's
that
also
episode
Ensigns of
as an
Command.
entire series.
Okay, that's probably in TNG that I haven't watched yet.
It's season 7.
It's like season 7, season
Yeah.
6, season 7.
I haven't finished season 1. I've been too busy watching Deep Space Nine because I like the continuous plot.
Wasn't that episode on Voyager?
I think they
There
had
had
one
been a
as well.
Voyager episode, but this, Lower
I mean,
Decks
there was the
the
Voyager episode where they had people that were there from the academy, but they had never finished their schooling, and I think Tuvok was trying to get them through. Wasn't that what you're thinking of?
I don't know. I've been saying that Lower Decks was based was inspired by the TNG episode Lower Decks. That's even
Okay.
the title is the same. And that's exactly what's literally what the producer said on Will's.
Well, then he
Lead
would
show.
win.
Yeah.
Now, there was
Yay!
also an earlier episode called Instance of Command, which that was just kind of weird.
Ensigns of Command, but that had nothing to do with that. That was all about Data and that planet with the radiation and the weird monster guys that didn't.
No, it was Enterprise got taken over by Ferengi, and several of the key bridge officers had gotten beamed back up, but the transporter screwed up and beamed them back up as children.
That is not Ensigns of Command. That is Rascals.
Rats Rascals?
I just watched that a few weeks ago. Yeah. Ensigns of Command is the one where Data goes to that planet where the settlers don't want to leave, and the Sheliak are on their
Oh,
way,
okay.
and the Sheliak are like, "We will remove the human infestation."
The human
I'm like,
infestation.
How are you going to do that? We will remove the human infestation, but you'll kill them all. The contract says they must not be here.
I love all the voices.
I have
Right.
no idea what to do with that. Like none.
Just go
Okay,
ahead,
yeah,
show
I-
up, and everything will be fine.
I thought that was Ensign's Command. Never mind. Okay.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Something cool. What's it there?
Yeah, I've been
Like,
rewatching. I've been
I've
rewatching I've been rewatching the entire series in sync with a podcast done by a couple of TV writers. It's been fun.
I just find it
So
funny
while we do Starport podcasts on Fridays, Tom is watching a Star Trek podcast and rewatching Star Trek. Isn't that just lovely?
The frustrating part is, I wanted to put on some Star Trek while I was moving, and I couldn't because I'm like, well, if I get too far ahead, then. So I ended up putting on an episode of Smallville. I watched.
Interesting.
the one
Smallville,
where,
it's kind of like a soap opera for teenagers.
It's a soap opera for nerds.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, for geeks, I should say. You're not necessarily a nerd geek.
if you want soap opera for nerds, that's kind of Babylon 5.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
And considering the fact that I generally do not like soap operas, I don't. There's something about them that drives me up a wall.
no, Babylon 5 didn't have any soap opera. Didn't really have any soap opera initially, though. I mean,
No,
it didn't have the evil twin coming back from the dead, because his brother
It didn't run for 50 freaking years before deciding
killed
to end.
him and stole his wife. That all literally happened in Smallville at some point or another. I mean, come on, we had
Okay, so the closest
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that I
anyways.
think that I watched to like a soap opera, and this is bad and probably says something horrible about me. Was something that aired on Nick at Night when I was a kid, and it was called The Nanny. That is as soap opera-ish, and it's because there's such witty banter.
Is that the one with Fran Drescher?
Yes,
That was
Oh,
on
God,
Nick at Night.
Loved that show for a while.
I fucking adored it. I loved all the banter between the butler and the
Sorry,
the
that
business
woman's voice.
partner.
Ah,
When she tried to,
woman's
when she
voice
tried
is
to
like
get him to
nailed on a
ask out,
chalkboard, just like
when she tried to get the guy to
Oh.
ask out the barista, and the
Yeah.
barista just blew up at him, like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe you're such. Are you hitting on me? You are the worst person in the face of humanity." He's like, "But you always make my coffee the way I like it." And she's like, "Yeah, that's because you come in here every day, you jerk." He's like, "Well, I have to go to a new coffee house now."
Right. But yeah, no, it's I've enjoyed things like that. My dad said I was a weird child because I would get upset if they changed the channel off Seinfeld and a few other shows that he didn't understand the humor on. So,
We all know you were a precocious child.
I was an oddball.
My mother
shit.
just sent this to me. This is
Precocious.
interesting. A Godzilla museum just opened in Japan. Very soon they will open phase 2 that includes a zip line that lets you fly into Godzilla's goddamn mouth.
That sounds amazing.
That is awesome.
well, I hope it's still open when I manage to go to Japan because I would totally do that. And
Yeah.
knowing my luck, they'd probably take one look at me and go, "No, sorry, there's a weight limit. You exceed it."
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. There was a weight limit on the zip line, and
It's like
Yeah.
those are 2,000-pound test lines. Like, we don't care. You're not getting on there.
I don't do zip lines because I'm terrified of heights and I have an issue with fainting. We're not going there. You can't pay
I
me
hate
money to
heights, too.
dangle. No,
I
I
hate
would-
heights too, but I've hung
I
from a
have
zip line 100 feet
fainted
above the
going out
ground.
on a balcony on in a hotel. I have fainted, outright fainted.
I'm trying to figure out what the term is for what I have because I'm not afraid of heights, but I get really anxious when I am not well supported. If that makes any sense. It's like if you put me in an airplane, and I'm looking out the window of the airplane, I'm fine. But if I'm on a ladder and that ladder starts to shake, I'm just like, "Wah!"
That's fight or flight. That's fight or
Have-
flight.
have
That's a
you-
fucking reflex.
Walked
That's
on.
called anxiety.
Have you ever walked upon an open mesh walkway on the second
Screw
floor?
you. No way in hell. No. No.
Yeah, and I'm
So-
fine with that. I'm fine as long as my footing is stable. It's when it starts moving that I have problems.
Yeah.
It's all- that's
In
just
Eureka
called normal.
Springs. Okay, so in Eureka Springs, there is a shop that you can only get to if you cross this rickety fucking 50-year-old bridge that's over the street, where it's like a 25, 30-foot drop.
It's one of the-
And every time you take a step, the wood under your feet moves. And I cannot cross that alone. I can't cross if my eyes are open. But the shop that's there, I always like going to because it's got a lot of creative and fun shit in it. But I literally have to have like a person on both sides of me and not open my eyes until I am way the fuck off this thing, because if I open my eyes, I'm going to pass out. My vision's gonna narrow and go dark, and I'm going to faint. And when you faint in public, people think it's a medical emergency automatically.
I would offer the four of us to escort you, but I realized that the bridge would probably collapse.
There was one of those open mesh walkways on the second floor of the warehouse I used to work at. The only problem I ever had with it was depth perception. When somebody was walking on the lower floor while I was walking up there, it would always screw with me. I thought that they were like a short person up on the same level as me.
Yeah, no.
By the
you
way,
want
if you're looking for a wallet that holds a lot of cards, these are amazing. It
I
doesn't
have the
damage
feeling
the
there's
card.
RFID shielding in there as well.
There probably is, but you can every card has its own little slot. You don't have to struggle to get the things in and out. Everything, and look at that, it just fits and it closes without having to without being all like punched up like regular wallets are.
Where
mean
do
so
you
it's
fit
an
your
actual
cash?
wallet?
What I do is I fold it in half, and it goes in one end. So it goes in either this side. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Try it this way. So you can either put it here or over here. There's a double wide opening.
I
On this side, there's even an extra little pocket where I stick my spare car key.
Nice.
So it's
Oh,
No
Get it
one
re-
go
yeah.
and rob Tom, okay?
I gotta get this back. Pocket By where the way, can't remember to do that.
nah, I'm good.
Somebody
No,
else might
If
do
you
it.
want truly terrifying ways to screw with people and heights, the transparent walkway over the Grand
No.
Canyon.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I was there like a couple of weeks after it opened, and I heard one of the people go, "Yeah, we should probably put a weight limit notice on there because I saw one of the pieces start moving last week." And I was just like, "Okay, I am God. Screw you guys." And the thing
So-
is, everyone else was laughing as a joke. I'm looking at his face, going, "That's not a joking face. That's a seriously worried face."
Yeah, I mean, it's like I have flown in the front seat of Piper, not a Piper, a twin engine Piper, no problem. I mean, that's open. That's open. You're looking out. You're 10,000 feet in the air. But it's like if I'm on a ladder climbing up to the second story of a house and that ladder's not secure, I'm just like,
I'll get chills and very anxious. The
Fair.
high dive of swimming pool. I braved that.
Mm.
I love the feeling of actually hitting the water, going down deep to 12-foot level. I didn't like actually going up to the top of the thing.
Actually, I find I'm weird. Like, I absolutely have a huge issue with heights, but I have zero issue doing like a 50, 60-foot cliff jump. And
And you're
I
not living
almost
in a
crippled
two-story
myself.
No.
in
apartment.
Hawaii because I missed the rocks by literally inches, jumping off of a random cliff
That much.
when I was in Hawaii.
mystified
And-
that much.
Well, no, I meant to run and my feet slipped right as I started to jump. So I kind of tumbled and managed to get my legs crossed in time to keep from, well, causing pain that no man should ever experience.
No. Just no.
Yeah, it hurt. It still hurt like hell. And my parents were freaked out. And I just come up to the surface. I'm quickly doing a check to see is anything cut. And
Is
the
everything
water's
still
turning
there?
red. Oh no, I knew that was there because it was screaming in pain. I landed badly. I almost belly flopped on a 50-foot jump. That, ugh.
Oh, it sucked.
Tom is enjoying your pain and suffering so much, and I am cringing beyond anything.
My dad
Okay.
still to this day says he wishes he had the video camera on because he was freaking out. Then afterwards, he just couldn't stop laughing because he saw my face.
In the words
It's
of
like,
Homer
yeah.
Simpson, it's funny because it's not me.
That's true. Watch another guy get kicked in the ghoulies, we all laugh our asses off. Get kicked in the ghoulies yourself, and it's just like, oh, I hate the world. I especially hate the person responsible for this.
And I hate you.
The most I could
Yeah.
ever do is like I could get on a ladder and hang my parents' Christmas tree lights, and that is about it. Like I hated when I worked at the warehouse that belongs to a company I'm not going to mention because legally I'm not allowed to. And they made me get certified in going up on the forklift. And when I say going up on the forklift, they made me wear the most uncomfortable harness that gave me like the worst kind of wedgie in the world. So I could get lifted up like 2-3 stories on a forklift to walk up onto where they store equipment and electronics.
Did they have like a basket or something, or was it
No,
just-
like you're just standing on. Yeah, yeah,
Holy crap! I can't believe that they actually allowed that.
yeah. And it's like, okay, so, and the thing is, like, when you start working there, you sign a whole bunch of crap that you're not gonna disclose, like, how they do things. But you're supposed to, tell people about the whole OSHA violation shit, which, by the way, there's a shit ton of them being broken in that place, which
Yeah,
I'm not mentioning.
We when I worked
What
at the
place?
stage and lighting company, one of the guys did that. He rode a forklift up to the second story where a bunch of stuff was stored, and he got he was like, "You're not supposed to do that."
Yeah, no, like, I was attached to a harness and everything, but it's like every 10 feet you have to, put your new line on and everything else, and it's just like, it's like, yeah,
Huh.
if I fall on the forklift, I'm attached to the forklift until I'm on those giant wire pieces of shit. And the thing is, like, why put the person that is afraid of heights on that? Like, other than the fact
It's
that they're,
fun.
it is not fun.
It's
I mean, if I could understand
No.
using a scissor lift or even a basket on a telehandler, but just like let's just stick you on the open fork of a forklift with or without a harness. That's scary.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not
it's
that's not
terrifying.
legal. That's not legal.
It's not, no. No, I didn't stay there very long.
We at work we've got cherry pickers, so basically they're forklifts with an enclosed cab.
Yeah,
That whole
there's-
thing goes up and down.
Yeah, the thing is, there's not really
Oh,
room
so
for
does
that.
it take the whole person up so they can pull something off of a shelf?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Though we only have
Yeah.
4 of them, and really only inventory control uses them to look at pallets rather than having to actually pull each individual pallet down.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry, here's my plug. Welcome to Arkansas, where personal safety doesn't matter.
Personal safety is
Yeah,
like
well, I
the
mean-
10th or 15th option item down
It's
the
not
list.
like it's not like you're playing a video game. I mean, if you were playing like say Grand Theft Auto 6 on a PS5, you probably could get away with that, but
Yeah.
or the Xbox Series X. Wait, who here is Xbox and who here is PlayStation?
Well,
PC
I'm,
Master Race checking in.
Oh, I mean, obviously
Um,
that's superior.
I'm all 3, so hey. Actually
I've
4
got-
because I got a Switch.
I own all the consoles, but I prefer PC. There's
And I have a
just
prefer
some
my
Dreamcast and a
Yeah.
Sega.
I'm probably going to be getting the Xbox first because a lot of my friends have the Xbox, and I probably won't be getting the PS5 unless it is gifted. Unless there's an exclusive game that I really want to play, like when Horizon came out.
There's currently like 2 games that actually make me want to buy PlayStation 4s. One is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the other one is the final chapter of Kingdom Hearts.
I think I'm done with consoles just because of the users.
I've met a lot of really good users on console and a lot of bad players.
Well,
on
yeah, but I
PC.
mean, yeah, well, no doubt. But I mean, it's just
There-
like, I don't know. It just seems like you get a lot more juveniles and a lot more the whole juvenile
Yeah.
adolescent attitude on console.
Yeah, you've
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
like really, just like PC gaming, you just gotta watch where you game. You gotta watch who you game with, and
If you
What
play Halo
games
or
you
Call
game?
of Duty,
Oh my
you're gonna
God.
catch crap no matter what.
Well, like my kid and I have been playing Sea of Thieves together, right? And you could tell when it's console users. I mean, it's just obvious when we get a console user in our group. It's obvious. I mean,
It also doesn't help that some of the compression algorithms they use for voice chat on consoles make everyone sound like a screeching 12-year-old.
ugh.
I have a few streamer friends that would probably take offense to that. Aiden, if you're watching, you don't sound like a screaming child.
It's not a generalization I'm making to make fun of them. It's just the original Halo compression algorithm on the original Xbox compressed bandwidth so much.
Okay, you're talking
To
like
save space.
original.
They
Yeah.
haven't improved many of the algorithms since then.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
the
the
original
fact that we
Xbox,
still
everyone
plug
sounded
into
like
the
screeching.
remote.
The first game I
controller.
played that had voice chat in it was Microsoft Monster Truck Madness. Now, keep in mind that Monster Truck Madness was designed for dial-up. On broadband, it actually would not work because
Huh?
It measured the bandwidth. What it did is if you're on dial-up, the lag would get horrible because of the asymmetric nature of cable broadband. Because you have so much more download than upload, it would try to upload too fast and it would lag it out. But the audio, the chat audio, it sounded exactly like a CB microphone. They actually added the distortion and the static to make it sound like a CB. So you'd push the keyboard button to talk, and it'd be all. It was just everybody was just telling people, "Don't use the microphone." It was that bad.
Oi.
Yeah, I'm usually screaming at people in Overwatch, turn off your damn mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Or-
because people have their mic going and like you're hearing their TV through their headset.
No, in my case, actually, the worst was Rainbow Six Siege. I was playing multiplayer, and this guy comes on. The mic is dialed to like 13. You
Hi,
hear
everybody.
everything.
Hi everybody, this is my stream. How are you doing? That kind of shit.
No,
Like
Crunch, 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 crunch.
I could
Or-
hear the
or-
guy chewing.
Oh,
He was
or,
eating loud, crunchy food, to where I had to turn the volume down so low to where that wasn't blowing out my eardrums, to where I couldn't hear anything
Brad.
going on in game.
Brad.
Mm.
Jim's ate crunchy things on stream and in voice call before.
Yes, he has.
I'm eating crunchy things in voice chat right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, the mic isn't glued to the side of your cheek.
No, it really isn't.
Like
Dude,
this,
that-
where that's one of the first time in, outside of people just being griefers, that's one of the first times I've had to mute someone's mic stream in a game.
yeah.
I mute
I
griefers
don't
and
like
haters and jackasses all
multiplayer,
the
and
time.
you guys got to see why.
Yeah.
Yay,
I mean,
hacker!
Because they all love you for your charming personality.
No, we actually did find a hacker.
You
Like
think
this
I
guy
have a
was shooting
personality?
people through solid walls that no one else
really?
could shoot through with a pistol.
Yeah, he's
Pulling off
shooting
perfect
through.
headshots.
He was shooting through solid walls. He was invisible for like half of 2 matches. When he died, it didn't register. Like it said, "Oh, he lived through all the matches."
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it was.
It was like a full-on hack. Like I'm literally staring at the guy in night vision mode, and he's not playing one of the characters that's invisible to players, but visible to cameras. And like he's on the stairs, right there. I could see him whacking. The reason why I knew he was there was he was hitting the barbed wire that was at the stairs.
Yeah, and the thing is, I recorded it. It's just like, you can report them in, day out, but unless you kick them or they are caught while they're gaming, they actually do not ban them.
Huh.
And the thing is, when they ban them, new email, new character, they're back in, and they do the same thing over again. I can't stand multiplayer in any of the first-person shooters on any
That's why
console
I-
or PC.
That's why I'm convinced that free-to-play games should not exist. It should be placed like a $5 buy-in.
No, the thing
Even if
is,
it's
Rainbow
$5.
Six Siege is not a free to play.
So they're buying the game all over again?
Yeah,
Ugh.
you have to register it with a new email.
I worked with a guy that his favorite thing to do was cheat in Counter-Strike. He told me point blank he spent almost $100 a month buying new copies of Counter-Strike to keep cheating. I was like, why?
Why?
It's kind of weird hobby.
He's like, because it's funny to watch them rage. I was like,
Okay.
okay,
Some
dude,
people just wanna watch
congratulations,
the
you
world
managed
burn.
to out asshole the asshole.
You
I was like,
meant it.
I was truly speechless. I didn't know how to respond to that. And he was one of my junior employees when I worked retail, and I was like, dude, I don't want to hear about that. That's not acceptable, because at the time I was a huge Counter-Strike Source player. Like I was hugely into it.
Tom, what are you doing that has you so intently staring at the screen?
Diablo
I'm
3.
I'm just plowing a field right now, and you just have to like be really precise. What can I say? Here.
Just plowing a field. Bunny, do you want to say it?
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
He's trying to get the end of the field so that it's.
I need to continue watching that because I know it gets better. It's just I'll start it from the beginning. Yeah,
I've
there's a lot of crunching.
I've watched Archer all the way through so many times.
I've watched it all the way through, and I'm going back and I'm rewatching it so I can watch it with someone who's never watched it. And I get to the point where it's like, okay, I can only handle one episode of Archer a day on the first like 5 seasons.
And there's another show that so many geeks love, and I can't stand because I
Big
just
Bang
don't
Theory?
like that. I don't like that sort of humor. The
Big Bang Theory.
Archer.
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 Okay.
I can watch like 2 or 3 episodes of that at a time, and then I have to stop because it all comes and turns into the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like there's a season where they're like up in space. It's like I want to watch that season, but I know I'm going to be like just really annoyed by
Put it back on your
by
webcam.
everything.
Domo
Stop-
arigato,
stop it.
Mr. Roboto.
Stop with the whole bragging about your plowing prowess.
You don't like my plowing?
Oh God!
Wow.
Not even phrasing is enough for that one. Damn.
Stop! No.
Do you-
Wait, is this the game that they basically release a new version of every year, and there's basically no changes?
about every 2 years, and honestly, I'm not really sure what the differences are between this one and 17. Yeah.
Really? Because I think Farming Simulator has a new game every year. Wait, have you taken the trip all the way to the mountains and go all the way to the mountains and see all the textures and stuff just sitting on the ground
No,
that they didn't add to the game?
no, I can't say that I have.
One of the old farming simulators had that, to where if you went all the way to the very edge of the map on a mountain, you could look over the edge of the mountain and there'd be all the stuff for future expansion packs just sitting there, and you couldn't use it.
Okay, I can breathe
Lazy
again.
game
We're good.
dev. Yeah,
So,
I had
Judd,
fun.
what are you playing right now?
Nothing.
Liar.
Okay,
He's
so
like,
what
"I'm not
are
playing a
have you
game,
been
I'm
playing
browsing eBay."
recently? What have you been playing recently? What have you been interested in? Let me rephrase that.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Is it?
That's it.
There really isn't anything out right now that's new that's thrilling.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean,
looking,
when
I'm looking forward to the new Wasteland game, but that's not out for another couple weeks.
I'm pretty
even
much
that's
looking
like-
forward to Cyberpunk, and that's about it.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to playing Panzer Dragoon remake. Even though I already bought
when
it
does
on the
Cyberpunk come out,
Switch.
anyways?
End of the year
It got pushed back till next year.
again.
Final.
Again?
Brad,
Yep.
Brad,
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Brad.
What?
Have you done the thing with the Starbound server thingy bob?
Ew! I have. Let me go check that. I fired it off and kind of walked away.
Figures.
Now it's
File's
asking-
so sketchy, you guys. What's the file?
I'm not sketchy. I'm blonde. There's a difference. I forget stuff.
Sorry, he's
ELO,
the kids of the group.
whatever.
Wait, I said that out loud, didn't I? God damn it. Sometimes my
Hey.
filter doesn't kick in quick enough.
Jim, you're slowly sinking into your chair more.
I'm really not.
It looks like you've gotten lower.
No, he's okay.
You're just doing that to say.
Does that work for you?
I have a cramp. in
Hey,
my
you wanna
ribs. Ouch! Like I'm legitimately in pain over here from laughing.
Well, I can say that her Twitch stream, at least for me, is
Ow! Ow!
second or
Ow!
two
When you get another
off.
cramp, trying to keep one cramp from getting worse. Damn it!
Look at Thomas, that's redder than me.
What is she babbling about?
I don't even know.
It doesn't matter at this point. Okay, show's over.
You guys, do you see Tom?
Ow! I'm like super lightheaded now. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That was worth every ache in my lung. Tom, are you okay?
I'll be able to breathe again normally in a few minutes. Ooh.
Oh,
Where is it?
okay.
Where is it? Ah! So has everybody bought their pulse oximeter since, low oxygen uptake is supposed to be a symptom of the
Human
current
malware?
pandemic? Yeah, human malware.
I've got a thing that tells me my pulse and my blood pressure. Those are the two devices I have. And a peak flow to tell me if I'm getting or breathing out enough air.
Oh, okay.
I'm an asthmatic. But no, I don't
Yeah,
do the peak flow thing because I'm not paranoid.
I bought one of these about 10 years ago, and I don't remember why. And then when my dad got sick, I let him use it, and he was measuring his pulse and his. I also gave him my blood pressure cuff so he could measure his blood pressure every day. And then I lost mine, and I went down to the drugstore and I bought another one, and I'm like, it ended up looking exactly. It looks exactly like the first one. It's just like it's
They
the
haven't
same
changed
dang
much.
thing. It's
Yeah.
just new software. Yeah. The display's a little different. It's 2-color now, and it's a nice little dot matrix LCD. But
So if you're just
Yeah.
joining us, there was like 5 minutes of pure laughing our asses off that might confuse some of the new viewers.
Yeah.
There are new viewers?
What did you do, Judd?
What did I do? What?
Your mouth was open. You look shocked.
No, I'm like, let me see. No, I still have supposedly 2 concurrent viewers right now.
he was looking
Holy
to see if there were
moly.
any new viewers. Like who these
2
new
viewers?
Yeah.
That's twice the audience you normally get.
Yeah, I know.
Probably both screaming, "Oh fuck, I'm blind! I can't turn it off!"
But yeah, no. So today we've actually talked about a couple of things. We talked about some games, Diablo 3. We talked about the show Lower Decks, which is a comedy based off Star Trek that is kind of cringy but kind of funny and has some sassy female leads in it that I am adoring. And then Tom showed us his plowing prowess.
There's no way to say that with a straight face.
And Jim showed us his legs. And they were very beautiful.
Nah.
Yeah,
There's some nice games on that guy over there.
there you go.
Now
Yeah,
I'm
oh.
harvesting.
See, I could never be on a farm. I've got like way too many allergies.
You would just be dead. Yeah, you'd
I
be
would.
like constant. You'd be walking around with an oxygen tank strapped to your face, and that would be the only way you
Well,
could breathe.
no, she'd be fine in one of the $500,000 combines because it's all entirely enclosed, air conditioned with HEPA filters.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
You
know,
know,
look at
it's getting in and
thing.
out that's going to be the problem.
That's true.
No,
Look at this thing.
no.
Look at this thing, buddy.
My grandmother used to
Our-
live in a farming town, and like the first job that they always want us to do is the chicken coop.
Oh yeah.
And the thing
What?
is, like, I can't survive hay fever
Chicken
season.
coop.
The chicken coop. That's
Oh.
where you go in and you basically get paid to pick up eggs and catch chickens.
I mean, look at this guy. He's like in this little climate-controlled cabin with filtered air.
I can't go
He's got-
outside during this time of year
he's
without
got-
like major antihistamine.
He's got an
my
MP3
system.
stereo system. He's got satellite guidance. This machine can literally drive itself.
I know.
So
It
why is
actually
he
know.
doing it?
uses GPS. It uses GPS to follow the lines on the field. The
Tom.
only reason there's a human being in there is in case someone happens to be standing in front of the machine and he doesn't run him
Tom.
over.
Tom.
Yeah.
You need to come to my state and we can go and visit where my kin are from, and then you'll understand why this is not impressive to me.
Man.
Also, Northeast Arkansas is nothing but mosquito haven. Just
I'm not saying
I hate that
impressive
place.
or not. I'm just saying that
That's
like,
Houston, Texas for me.
yeah.
Get out of the RV into 100% humidity, 95-degree weather, and I'm covered in mosquitoes faster than I can think.
Dude, like
Ugh. Ugh.
here it's like 100% humidity, and we're lucky if we've got a cooler day like 95 fucking degrees. And I'm actually not in that part of Arkansas anymore. So
I remember visiting.
glad to, 'cause- yeah.
Well, Disney World. I think 98, 99, somewhere in there. This was the summer, so of course, 100% humidity, 95 degrees. As soon as the doors opened from the hotel, you started sweating. You didn't even go outside. The doors open, you started sweating.
Dude,
Yeah.
you guys can sweat in 100% humidity because we have a lot of people here that like they vacation in like the small mountain towns, and it's like 110 outside, and it's 100% humidity, and these people forget to drink water and Powerade. You have to have Powerade and Gatorade and water, and they're like, we don't like sugar water. That's bad for your system, and I'm like, you're not gonna survive here if you're not drinking the fucking sugar water with all the electrolytes in it. You're not. Because your body forgets how to sweat in this heat and humidity. I have people are like, well, I went hiking in Jerusalem, and they sleep all day because the first day they hit the area, they can't breathe when they leave the airport. That's
Gee,
a
I
dry
wonder
heat.
why.
This is wet heat.
Yeah, Jerusalem's a lot drier. Also,
Yeah.
Israel is a lot like San Diego, from what I understand, in its climate. That's why it's so desirable for, why everybody wants that area, because it's like the only, decent arable land in the Middle East over there.
Right? And it's like I have a lot of people that say that, and I'm like, you're not gonna. I had a friend that visited. He visited for an entire week, and I think he slept about 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Like I went swimming alone and went to did all the activities I had set up for like birthday plans with friends all alone because he couldn't do it. He was like it was hell. And then he's like, and by the way, why is it impossible to get a salad in that area? And I'm like, we are like the biggest exporter of beef. You're gonna find meat everywhere. You're gonna get a salad, it's gonna be like this freaking big,
It's going to be a side salad, literally.
and it's gonna have onion,
Salad is what we feed our food.
tomato,
Salad,
croutons
that's what food
with
eats.
little shavings of carrot in it. That's it.
And drenched in ranch.
A lot of times it's Italian dressing,
Seriously?
but you can opt for ranch
Huh.
or Caesar dressing.
You're making me want to get my antipasto out of the fridge. Oh, we had Italian food tonight.
It's still 85 outside right now.
I had Greek for lunch.
Ooh.
I haven't had dinner yet.
Oh God! Coming back from DEF
I'd
CON
lamb.
in Vegas, I would stop at the Mad Greek or the Crazy Greek. I think it's the Mad Greek. In
Viewers, what's your favorite kind of food?
crap, what is it? Not Yuma. Damn it! What's that one stop on the
Ba, ba, ba,
15
ba,
into
ba.
Vegas?
Baker.
Baker. That's the one. Baker. It's 110 out, and there's no space inside. None. So I'm sitting outside at 110 degrees.
The Olive
Eating
Garden
Greek
here
food.
had no
So
car
it's melting
spots.
into a little puddle.
No,
you next
that's
to
the
the
fun part
giant
about Greek food
thermometer?
is I actually felt better after eating the Greek food in that temperature than I did.
Greek food
coming in.
is absolutely fucking tremendous. And by the way, I do know how to make some Greek food. That's why I own something called turmeric, which, by the way, if you get on anything, stains instantly.
Yeah, turmeric is actually a very old stain. It was used for coloring stuff for a long time.
As was mustard. Just saying. What's really hard is I didn't originally plan on having Greek for lunch. I originally planned on having something called it's called flying burrito, and I wanted to get a Moab, but I can't have your tortillas and I can't have
Moab?
cheese. Moab, mother of all burritos. It is like a 13-pound burrito. But I
Yes.
can't have the tortillas and I can't have the cheese. So I'm like, okay, so can I have the Moab? I don't care how you package it. I can tell you everything I want on it, but I can't have your tortillas and I can't have cheese. And they're like, I'm sorry, but there's no substitution. We can't do that here. I just can't have these two items. It's technically saving your store money because I can't have these items. Well, it's against our regulations for us to put double servings of everything into the to-go boxes. I literally can't have them. Well, we could wrap it in the tortilla and put the cheese on it and you can pick that off. I am allergic. Let's not go there. It is not worth the ER trip to try to do that.
Sounds like you ain't getting no mother of all burritos today.
I'm
Yeah.
not, because I had to go to
It's like-
the area that's like the college area, because the one near me is closed because they don't have a
Now,
drive.
there you can get a salad.
No, you can get a salad, exactly. So I
Yeah.
actually, you remember at the banking software company, Jim, when I did the Texarkana job, one of our conversion guys,
Oh,
one of our
I am
conversion
so
guys,
sorry.
he stopped at Denny's. He stopped at Denny's and he wanted a chicken fried steak with no gravy.
Fucking Denny's?
Sorry,
Do
we
you
don't
know how hard it is?
we don't do substitutions. I just want you to not put the gravy on top. We don't do substitutions. He literally could not order a chicken fried steak without gravy.
Well, dude, that's because you were at Denny's and they didn't have any leftovers in the back that somebody else had already been chewing on. Didn't have gravy on it already.
So, the first time that we were in this side of the state, when we were moving here back in 2001, the first place that we came across was Denny's. There was a Waffle House across the street. It was full.
Ooh, you
IHOP
said magic
was full.
words.
And
Waffle House?
Waffle
Yeah.
House.
I could not. We couldn't get a seat there, and my dad had been driving all day. He wanted food. So we stopped at the Denny's because there were no cars in that parking lot, and I wonder why.
And there's a
Um,
reason for that.
Yeah, family of 5 getting food poisoning.
Oh, gross.
Yep.
Which is funny because that's happened to me more at IHOP than it has at Denny's.
I have not been able to eat at Denny's since, and we're talking quite a while.
Sizzler here.
I'm sorry, but if I'm in the South, this is one of the few chains that I wish we could get in California. Give
The only time
me
that's
some Waffle House. Oh my God!
Come visit
I
me.
get
I've
sick
got
on
friends that
Waffle
work
House.
there. By the way, if you are my friends that work at Waffle House, hi. I'll tag you guys later in this video so you can see me sitting there.
The only time that happened to me was Taco Bell.
I
Oh,
can't
Taco
eat there
Hell?
either.
I ate at Taco Bell. We moved up to a new town, and I remember it was like I was feeling more and more miserable, for like 2 or 3 hours after eating, and then I
Oh, the
had
Toxic Bell bite back.
we had to stop, and
Oh.
we were stopped out in front of the apartment, and I just had to open the door, and
Oh gosh.
after that it was fine.
Unmentionables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has happened to
Um,
me at a local restaurant, actually.
I have issues with places like Jimmy John's.
I do not understand the appeal of that place.
Okay, so
I don't even know what
Subway.
that is.
Subway. But they basically,
Oh,
it's
they
like, okay,
toast
you
it.
order. It's like, you order, and they make this thing in like 3 seconds flat. But the thing is, in a college area, like, half the time they're not wearing gloves. You got some guy with longer hair than mine, with no hairnet.
And it's all it's all dripping into your food.
Yeah, and I had a bad incident where I'm a huge germaphobe, and with normal people, you get a hair in your food, you return the food. With people like me, you get a hair in my food, I never eat at this establishment, no matter where I am in the country.
I'm pretty sure I can't go back to the Boll Weevil.
Viewers, if you've had an experience, feel free to share. If not, just laugh at our tragedies here, because
Sizzlers, haven't gone back to a Sizzlers since. It's been like 15 years. Our whole family just came down with food poisoning for a week. We just could
Sorry.
not. It was just, yeah. And one I haven't gone back to was when we had returned from Weird Al concert. We got done with the concert down Orange County, and we visited, what was it, Norm's. And it took like an hour for our food to finally arrive. I just ordered a cheeseburger. The burger was cold. The cheese had not even melted, which meant that they had put the burger together cold. I was so freaking hungry. I just ate it. I had no problems.
And you regretted it later.
I regretted it later because it wasn't warm, and I complained to the manager. He's like, "Oh, we can give you a free meal tomorrow." Yeah, but I'm never coming back here, and I haven't
So
eaten Norm since.
I haven't ate at a Denny's since 2001, and I haven't ate at Jimmy John's for over 10 years now.
My local place that gave me food poisoning actually shut down. The health department came in. That's how bad it was.
Waffle Hut. Not
Yeah.
Waffle House, Waffle Hut. That's our area.
Oof.
Where they
Yeah,
keep promising they'll get rid of the cockroaches, but never do.
Which is funny because most of you probably haven't heard this. I know Judd has. My theory of Chinese fast food. The best Chinese fast food you'll ever have is about 5 minutes before the health department closes it down. Seriously, like I've been to gourmet traditional Szechuan restaurants and had good food. Not great, not super exceptional, but good. And I've been
Okay,
to
the
little
only
tiny
Chinese
hole in the
food that
walls.
I can have is this little spot in the Atlanta airport near one of the gates that goes to Arkansas. And they don't have any seafood and they don't cook with oyster sauce. And that's like the only place I can actually have
Oh,
food. So I don't get to have Chinese food unless I'm going someplace. And I have to stop in Atlanta. And it's like that's when you're sitting there looking at the flight going, do I want to delay 6 hours so I can stop in Atlanta and fill up on Chinese food? That's the only time I'll ever have it.
she literally plans her flights around being able to go to the Chinese restaurant in the airport.
Yeah.
Do you know how many
Right.
times I've had to use an EpiPen because of Chinese food?
Oh God.
A lot. A
When
lot.
I have fingers.
Yeah.
Oof.
Over 40 times.
Dear Lord, why do you keep eating Chinese food then?
Because new places open up and I really like Lao Mein. I do. I promise. I really do. I have a cast iron wok because I like Chinese food.
I will
And stir
send
fry.
you my lo mein sauce recipe, and you can
I'll
see if
probably
there's
die.
anything in it that will affect you, and I'll see if I can find something
Oh.
around that.
If you have it at hand, send it to me and I'll start reading stuff. I'll read it out loud and go, okay, and let's just check off, see how many EpiPens this would cost.
Yeah, let's not do that on this stream because while that would be funny as hell, I don't have the recipe in front of me. It's
Oh wow, it's
somewhere
already
in a
12:30.
notebook, and I gotta figure out which
Hi
one of my
everybody,
notebooks
it
has
is now Saturday for me. Thank you for staying with us for all hour and 39 minutes of this live stream.
Has it really been that long?
Yep.
Holy
Hi
crap!
everybody. Okay,
Actually,
hold
I
on,
started
hold on.
doing an hour 42.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but that's
started
because you
tomorrow.
didn't know the go live button doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, like, oh, let's go ahead and go
Me.
live. Oh, wait a minute. We are live.
Do, 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 do.
It's like I need to send you the RKO radio alert sound.
Shadow. The best
The fact that
seafood
there are people in
restaurant
this
my
group that
area
actually
is
understand that
actually a
is
gas station.
hilarious.
They have it shipped in daily. It's weird but awesome. Shadow, enjoy all the seafood for me because I will never outgrow that allergy. Never. I have been trying my entire life and failing miserably. Just like Gary. I tried my darndest and man, it screwed me the fuck over.
Uh,
Oh,
Shadow. By the way, if
unfortunately,
you noticed from earlier, Shadow, you now have a little icon next to your thing. That's a little funny, but sorry, I took forever drawing that, and I'm proud of it. You feel for me? Are you allergic to something? Share. This is a safe place for sharing, even though they might rip on you. Tom, as you lean in closer to your screen, looking
he's like,
suspicious.
I gotta make sure I can actually read this.
I was trying to figure out why I have a big scratch on my monitor.
um,
Oh, good, it's not a scratch.
You're
It's-
allergic to Brad.
I am.
Yeah. Idiots cause me migraine, so I guess I have a little bit of an allergy to them.
I was actually asked point blank by one of my students. It's like, do you believe there's a stupid question? I had to stop the lecture to answer that. And I literally looked at them and went, and the entire class, they know I'm very opinionated, I'm very loud, but they also know that if you're asking a serious question, I'll give you a serious answer. And I said, what's the point of the question? Is it to be offensive or is it to actually learn? Because as long as you're willing to learn, there is no stupid question.
Okay, so at one point, and this is going to sound horrible. And it's probably horrible because I'm a horrible person at times. I should really get my sister to guest star on this stream and try to hold a conversation. I want to see if anyone in this live stream can hold a conversation with her.
Am
Where
I
she doesn't
allowed
have
to
that
drink
dead eye
heavily?
look.
Am I allowed to drink heavily? Before or
yes.
after?
Yes,
Yes.
but don't be. You're not allowed to be left alone with her because she has a history. Even if you're not in the same room, you're just. If you've been drinking, you're not allowed to be left alone with her.
I wouldn't want to be alone with anyone when I'm drunk. That's
Judd, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
You
fine.
look scared.
No, I was going to say something about a story regarding the heat, if anyone's interested.
Okay, go for it.
My father used to work at a place called Inland Truck Electric over in Fontana.
this
And-
one.
The only
This is a
thing
good
that
one.
the company did is work on truck electrical systems, anything having to do with electronics. So wiring, whatnot, truck the electrical system for the engine, that kind of thing. They also did air conditioning systems, and they had a trucker who did daily runs out to Vegas and back for loads, and it just wasn't cold enough for him. So they yanked out the existing air conditioning system, put in a higher capacity unit, and it just still wasn't cold enough for him. He came back a week later, just not cold enough. Okay, so they did a few more tweaks, still wasn't cold enough, and they finally had to special order a special unit that would be in the back of the cab, hanging off the back of it to blow cold air from the back towards the front. So it's completely frozen inside, kind of thing. The day after he got that, he went out to Vegas. On his way back in the late afternoon, driving into the sun, it was it was hot, but he was doing great. It was probably like 40 degrees in the cab, and he pulled up in probably Baker. Pulled out behind his favorite restaurant that he always stopped in on the way back. Got out. The next thing he knows, it's evening. The sun had gotten down hours previous, and he had a face full of gravel. The cold, the shock to his system from going from the extreme cold to extreme heat was too much, and he fainted from it.
Caused him to pass out.
Yep.
The very next day, he brought his rig into my dad's work, had them remove the extra air conditioning unit out of the back. And that was cold enough for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thermal shock's a real thing, and it's kind of a special experience. One I
Hey,
don't
I've got
plan on having.
vasodepressor syncope, I think, for the stupidest reasons, okay?
Okay.
I have fainted from sneezing before.
What?
My mother used to introduce me to her friends and warn them not to spook me because I'm like one of those retarded fainting goats. Her exact words.
I love your mom, and I mean that completely sarcastically. That is
Yes.
just her.
Wow, your mom's 7 shades of special there.
Hey, trust me, when I used to end up having seizures due to medications that she, forced me to be on, I was also her little retarded monkey. And because I'm autistic, even though I was gifted and started college early, I was her special child. And all of her relatives who I met as an adult would talk slow to me. Not as sweet as Jim talks to his cats.
Pretty sure the only person Jim ever talks to in a sweet way is Coconut.
Coconut, you're adorable. By the
Except
way,
when Coconut
Jim,
decides that
did you see my picture of Fat Cat when he was a gangly little kitten? All whopping 3 pounds of him. Oh, Coconut's cleaning him. It's adorable.
That's not what I wanted.
It's a. Tom, are you okay?
That's what I
I'm
wanted.
fine.
You were reading
What are you-
something intense.
What are you
earlier.
doing that you're pushing to talk, Tom?
What?
Ooh. Someone
I-
decided to put someone on blast.
Tom looks so confused.
I really am confused because I mean, Jim.
He's buying
He's
tractors.
ogling combine upgrades.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that combine.
Oh,
You want the wide tires?
Fields of wheat.
this is why he was staring so intently at his screen, leaning forward.
Just trying to figure out whether I
Okay, so
wanted
real
the.
quick, Jim, would you mind sitting up a little bit and showing everyone your glorious beard? And Tom, would you switch back to your facial view? Because I want to go through the stages of face hair that are in this chat. And sorry, Brad, you are not included because we never see your face.
I also
Oh.
don't have facial hair.
Yeah, I was expecting you to be baby faced, so hey.
I have to set up.
No, I just it's hot and beards itch to high hell for me.
And upset like that.
I just
But
don't
there
care
you
for
go.
the scratchiness. So
Okay, so everybody, the glorious beard that is Jim's.
Funky
The
Fu Manchu.
wonderful goatee that is Tom's, that he likes to play
What's
with
the matter?
all the time.
She
Come on.
thinks I'm wonderful.
And then we have the chin stash
Come
of.
it's a soul patch.
Yeah.
Come on, get it
It's
right.
not a soul patch. A soul patch is the area right here only. Right here. Right there.
Just come over and stop me.
Yeah, that's more like a lower lip beard.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care for mustache because I have I guess a nervous twitch because as soon as I start feeling that there's actually hair there, I can't stop.
No, my problem is if I grow a mustache, I look like a 70s porn star.
So Tom, on your goatee, can you please point out your soul patch, which your face does very naturally. That is the soul patch. And do you see how there's no hair between his beard and his soul patch? Almost.
You mean
Oh, it's there. It's
a
just
Hitler
kinda gray.
sneeze?
It's not a
You
Hitler
can't
sneeze.
see it.
That part there is where the soul patch is supposed to be, not all the way across. Just saying.
Oh, there we go. All right.
It's not as full, Tom.
You're okay.
You can still see
Yeah,
the skin.
Okay.
Well, it
Alright.
like it
Man,
goes down.
That's normal.
It kind of goes down. This is confusing me because like it's mirrored, but it's not mirrored. Okay, I'll look at it here. It's it's like I'm looking at two different windows with my face on it, and one is pointing. I'm looking this way, and on the other one, I'm looking
Does
this way.
anyone need an explanation on why I don't have facial hair?
I don't know. I've seen some women in the South who grow a pretty good
You-
mustache.
Quite honestly,
You-
I want to hear that one. Look
You
at
do a
it.
really good job shaving every day.
Some of the best mustaches I saw in the South were on women.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I actually have very fine hair. I don't shave my arms. I don't shave like the majority of my body. But for some reason, even though I have black body hair, it's so fine. You can't see shit. Also, that is my roommate coming back home. I'm gonna alter to someone else's monitor for a little bit. And just like, hi. Hi, everybody.
Wow, welcome to
Oh, yeah.
Mike View.
Welcome to Mike View.
Okay. Sorry. Some people have requested to not be on screen. Though we do
Wow.
games.
What is it with
And
some
by the way, he
people
is
tonight?
mainly an Xbox gamer who I have kind of forced into PC gaming.
Good luck with that.
Also, Coconut is adorable.
Yeah, he's beating hell out of his. What do you got over there, boy? How about the bird? There you go. You get him.
My cat is terrified of the birds that make that noise. Or any toy that makes that noise.
What are you surprised that I'm still here?
Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah, he's a pretty
Anyway.
good boy.
He is. He's adorable. He's gotten so much better in the years I've known you. Like,
Yeah,
so much better.
Yeah,
He's
like
coming along.
2 years ago, that cat was a very different animal.
He was.
You
Aw,
just
he's
have
so
to be
happy.
nice to him.
There's no dog behind me. There's usually a dog behind me.
I
Curled
saw
up.
the dog earlier.
Hey, where is Gromit?
Well, no, Amber's up there. Gromit's usually down there. Neither of them are in here.
You're all alone.
I'm all alone. I'm a little lonely.
Okay, so do we want to do any kind of recap, or should I go ahead and do a raid and end the live stream so people can get on with their Diablo 3 tonight?
No! We talked about a bunch of stuff. Thanks for stopping by.
Succinct
Yeah.
and to the point.
Star
Stuff
Trek
happened.
cartoons good, but only if you're juvenile.
Hey,
Hey,
How
I
about
resemble
this?
that remark.
Juvenile
you
minded.
resemble that remark, really?
Juvenile
How
minded.
about, how about young at heart?
What? I have a rather perverse sense of humor.
Okay, how about this? How about predictions? And you can do predictions for this one or any of the other shows that we have covered during any of the live streams.
Predictions, like. What do you think is
Oh,
gonna
I
happen?
totally feel for you. Okay, so Shadows finally responded to our question. Is he allergic to anything? His daughter is allergic to beef, corn, eggs, and dairy, so food is hard to find. I totally get that. I have been allergic to milk my entire life. I used to be allergic to eggs, and luckily I'm not allergic to beef or corn, but I'm allergic to everything seafood related. And I'm working on introducing fish, which is not going so well.
Yeah, the corn allergy is bad because that
It
stuff
is.
crops up in a lot of places people
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
in
about.
everything.
Yeah. I
Corn is
am
used a
allergic.
lot, yeah.
The one thing that I'm allergic to that is found in a lot of U.S.-based foods is iodine.
Iodine, that's interesting.
It's also in standard table salt because hey, you need iodine.
Yeah, and it's in friggin' everything. Yeah. And corn is in freaking everything. Iodine's in a ton of stuff, and you have to be really careful. And my iodine allergy wasn't bad until I had my appendectomy, where they actually had to stop a anaphylactic reaction to the rub, the iodine rub that they were using prior to surgery. So I ended up with some major issues relating to septic shock because I ended up having to have tubes put in and oxygen pumped into my body for like a week.
Oh, jeez.
Which, by the way, my dad got kicked out of the hospital because his smartass decided to turn on America's Funniest Home Videos on my hospital TV. So that's how
What's
my
wrong
dad
with
got
that?
out of his responsibilities. I
What's wrong with that?
have open stuff and stitches. You can't make your kid laugh when they have that many stitches.
Oh!
There's nothing
No,
wrong with
no,
that.
making your
I've
child
got
laugh bad, laughing
abdominal
bad.
stitches all over the place. I've got a tube and an open. Yeah, it's bad because it's like not safe for work. Bad. But yeah, no. It was great. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, the thing is, he didn't understand. Like, the nurses are trying to explain to him, sir, you can't have that on the TV. Why? You're hurting your kid. She's fine. Laughter's the best medicine. That's what they keep telling me when I take her places.
Yeah.
Places my dad got kicked out of. Hospitals. My high school.
Your dad got kicked out of your high school?
Yeah. My dad, who basically made his commission Army recruiting, got kicked out of the high school because
Oops.
someone broke the 504 plan where I was not allowed to be taught on calculators, and my dad ripped her a new one. His heart is in the right place. My dad has a big heart. He does. So when my dad told her to work the math out on paper and she refused, she said that this wasn't the time or place. My dad called her all sorts of things, included a backwoods redneck and a whole lot of other things that I can't say on stream.
Wait, what is the
Creative
504 plan?
vernacular was used.
What?
What is the 504?
My 504 plan was a disability action plan. It is a legal
Oh,
contract
okay.
between the school and my parents that said that the school will actually follow certain rules in regarding to my health, safety, and learning.
Oh, okay.
And my dad believed that calculators bred ignorance. So none of us kids were allowed to use one until we got into college algebra.
Okay.
Unless we wanted to borrow his trig rule.
What's
Because-
a
What
trig
was
rule?
that?
It is an antique
thing that I never learned how to use because my dad got kicked out of my high school, so I got removed out of math courses.
You don't. You
And-
never seen a slide rule, Judd?
I've never heard it referred to as a trig rule before.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's just what my dad called it all the time. I think it might be
Slide
this area's term.
I
I've
have
heard it used.
a calculator that actually says on it scientific slide rule.
Yeah. The reason why my teacher got caught is because I didn't know how to use the graphing calculator that was given to me for my Algebra 2 course. And I went to my mom because she was like, yeah, no, if your teachers gave you something, obviously you need to use it. And she didn't know how to use it. And so she was trying to call my brother and get his advice on it because he is much older than me and has taken college algebra. So obviously he has a graphing calculator. And instead of calling my brother, she called my dad. Because their numbers are one number apart. Because that's how our cell phones worked at that point. My
Right,
number
if you
was
buy
one
like
number
4
below
cell
her.
phones at once, they're just going to be one digit
Yeah.
apart. Yeah.
Yep. So my mom called my dad and said, you have a graphing calculator, right? How do you get this thing to do this function? And she didn't understand or hear that it was my dad. And he said, why? And she goes, well, Jenny's teacher sent her home. And we were busted. And then the teacher was busted. And my dad was livid. And got escorted out of the high school with police officers. It was great. And everyone's like, are you the one that made Mrs. I'm not going to name her. She's just going to be Mrs. S. Are you the one who made her go on a hiatus for 3 years? Because when she returned, and I'll find the pictures at some point and I'll black out her name, but the return, like her picture of when I was her student, and the picture of like the first year she returned, it's like before you started doing drugs and after. And I lost another teacher because my dad asked her if it was convenient for her to have a table ass. So my dad's not very politically correct. Look at Tom.
Convenient for her to have a what?
Table ass. She had such a big butt that he was pretty sure that she could rest her cup on it and walk around the classroom.
Oh God.
And he said it like that.
Oh God.
And the thing is, my mom wasn't a
Filter
small woman.
Does not
no,
exist.
no. So it's like I've had a lot of joy with my father because I'm not the one saying these things. And it's like every now and then you go, Dad, you can't say that. And he goes, yes, I can. What are they
God,
going
you
to
did.
do?
Watch me.
He doesn't like teachers, number one. My dad does not like teachers at all.
I think about 75% of the teachers I've encountered are basically incompetent these days.
Yeah.
But that's, neither
Well, they're
here
not
nor there.
paid enough.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Is they're not paid enough. So the ones you get teaching are the ones that are
Lowest
that
common
couldn't,
denominator.
Yeah.
So, Tom, if you were a teacher and you are highly religious, okay? And you get a student and their parents say, okay, you can do whatever you want with the rest of the students, but there will be no religious talk to my child. She will not participate in religious activities.
Oh, if it's like a math class, absolutely not. If it's a social studies class, that might be part of the class.
Exactly. This class was not. This class was genetics. Yeah, intro to genetics.
And I say this as a person that was raised in church. There's way too damn much lunacy surrounding genetics, biological sciences, and creationism right now.
No,
Just teach the dang material.
Yeah.
Teach the science, you mean?
So
Teach the
my
material.
dad butted heads a lot because we are atheists, prominently atheists, and we moved to an
Uh-huh.
area that has multiple Catholic schools and multiple religious organizations.
It is called
We
the
moved
Bible
to the
Belt for a
Bible
reason.
Belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my dad, now being single, trying to date, is going, I have no clue what's wrong with these women down here. they're all highly religious and they're crazy. And then they ask these kind of questions. So if you're atheist, how did you teach your kids morals?
Well, I
Not
taught
to
them to just
act
do
like
whatever the
you.
hell they want, and if they don't get thrown in jail, then they did the right thing.
There you go.
So yeah, so we've gotten a lot of shtick over the years, and some of the stories are great. Some of the stories are kind of cringy. A lot of the stories are kind of cringy. But I do still smile when my mom like yells at me and says I'm just like my father, because I'd rather be like him than like her.
Mr. Spock, you'd make a great computer. Well, that's very good of you to say, Captain. Thank you.
Something mentats.
As a resident of the Bible Belt, I completely understand. Yeah, Shadow, I feel you. I do. I feel you wholeheartedly. My dad can't date the people that have his ideals because he doesn't want to date too young. And he's like, he's not even gonna look at the generation that's my generation, because that's the generation
I'm
that
pretty
gets my
sure
dad's
you can't-
ideals.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
like,
you can't date someone your daughter's age.
Yeah, he's like, there's just not enough that he's gonna have with the in my age range versus someone his age. And by the way, my dad is a boomer, but you wouldn't know it because he actually uses that term against other people that work for him. It's great.
Okay,
I
boomer.
love it. Yeah.
Okay, Boomer.
Yep. So anyways, let's go ahead and see who is online and streaming right now, and let's do a raid. Because I know the guys are dying to get to their Diablo 3.
I'm
I
not.
think we're done with Diablo 3, aren't we?
Actually, I'm dying to get to dinner.
Oh yeah. Okay, I haven't eaten either.
I'm gonna get me some ice cream.
Ooh, I got some Tillamook peanut butter and chocolate ice cream.
Okay, so
Oh.
this one, let's actually make sure he is actively streaming and out of his desk before.
I have cuter
Okay,
friendly
he is actively.
vanilla
he is
bean
active.
ice cream.
So we are going to type this in correct. Ah, shit, wrong screen. No.
Well, I'm
Why
gonna
aren't
end
you
my
working?
stream, so
Okay.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Call
so
later.